Inactivity serves no...
Traveler, you've come at a good time.
Wait, this sounds like another commission.
It is as you say. The commission this time around.
Huh? What happened?
Not long ago, we received...
Contaminated?
I don't know about the specifics, but the Avidia Forest inhabitants won't leave their homes so easily. That's why I want to ask you to investigate the situation.
This is forest business.
Ad Astra Avisask. We meet again, you two.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us?
Commissions, huh? Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium. And if possible, please all...
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. It appears that you're not interested in this commission. In that case, please go to Port Armos and could...
Hey, that's not any better.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Paimon's gotta...
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just...
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by all... Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just... So it's been you this whole time? Are you... Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream. In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of... I also got to sit on a gigantic flower cap. You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets to get... Huh? No! Wait, by the way, have you... Yes, I paid her a visit. Her condition is stabilized. But for the moment... Right. So our first priority... Oh! Good point. Been, Tighnari? That's...
Shh! Keep your voice down.
Tighnari, everything's spinning. Am I going to die? Tell Mom that I should have listened to her. And tell Suna that I'm sorry for breaking her toy. I didn't tell her because I was scared that she wouldn't play with me anymore. Tighnari, I heard that people turn into birds after they die. Is that true? I feel like I'm getting lighter.
What happened? Tighnari, is he?
Okay, okay, enough nonsense. You just have a small fever. Take your medication and rest. You'll be bouncing off the walls in no time.
Really? Then, can you keep the thing about the toy a secret for now?
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go and apologize. Keeping secrets to yourself won't solve anything.
Oh.
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you're usually pretty healthy. How did you get this sick all of a sudden?
I don't know either. Mom's been telling me not to play in the forest. I just wanted to look inside. It's different from before. I got lost and went around in a huge circle. After I got out, I started feeling dizzy.
Could it be?
So that's how this whole mess happened. Traveler, Paimon, what?
Mr. Forest Watcher,
I gave him some antipyretics. I told him that he would feel his symptoms resemble
what do we do?
if memory serves, a small number grow in. They're expensive, and I'll ask the caravans.
All right.
Contaminated region, huh? Is that why you two are also here?
Yep. Is it?
Doesn't seem like one. The only thing they have in.
We feel the same.
All right. There's no time to.
Salazar is a truly troublesome illness.
Excuse me. I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass. Do you have any?
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past few days.
Closed? Now that's odd. It's my first time hearing you say something like that.
It's a long story. They were mechanical parts. Our caravans had to pull together. All the merchants talked it over.
I don't get it. If these good raising prices won't solve any.
Mr. Forest Watcher, we asked around, and we can't keep waiting out here for.
So the bandit hid in the How many people were there in total?
That crook came from the.
No people.
Even if I tell you.
What the heck? The Avidia Forest has
To be honest, I'd rather not think about it. It moved too skillfully to be new at this. It came out of nowhere. Before we could react, it swiped our goods and ran away. We were all shocked. By the time we came to our senses, the thief was already long gone.
I see. If we help you retrieve your stolen goods, then business will return to normal?
Oh, but of course! Not only that, but you'll become one of our caravan's VIPs on all future purchases of any.
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful. Any leads on that mechanical crab?
Maybe one. After our goods were stolen, we specifically got someone to assess the situation. If you're interested, you can go and talk to them.
All right. We'll go and have a word.
After the goods were stolen, I made multiple inquiries with nearby caravans and residents. It turns out that many others have also been robbed by that crooked crab. However, the crab only seems to be interested in machinery. It doesn't even bat an eye at other valuables. A caravan carrying a large amount of mora had an uneventful trip, but another caravan had a child whose metal toy was taken. Whatever the case, that thing is a scourge. We'll eventually think of a way to get rid of it.
I heard from the caravanners that we don't normally see the mechanic. It only shows up when the caravans are here, and it runs back to the contaminated region after it's done making a mess.
You haven't tried capturing it?
We have, but it's too agile and fast. However, we did unexpectedly learn something the last time we tried to capture it. It apparently lives in the deepest part of the forest, so instead of immediately moving its spoils, it first hides them nearby. Once its stash grows large enough, it moves everything in one go. You'll have to move fast if you want those goods back.
That mechanical crab is fast, strong, and a pain to deal with. 10 of us might not even be able to take that thing head-on. Didn't the academia ban research on mechanical life forms years ago? Where did that thing come from? Our salaries even got slashed because of it. Who would have thought that that robber wasn't a human, but a mechanical crab? This is rough.
How are things? Did you make any progress?
We learned of its behaviors, but much. Assuming normal operational status, mechanical. If I were its. But it only goes.
Right.
So...
Do you have any more
Yes, Oh...
Under constant external conditions. Here's what we know so far. If we have said. Well, chatting like this won't get us anywhere. We're only wasting time.
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods...
We don't need anything, and we'll also need to borrow...
Oh, yeah, no...
I'll have to decline. Once it appears, capture it.
Don't worry.
Looking at the trade routes and the contaminated region's current
Then let's get to it.
Okay. This Sumpter beast isn't familiar with us yet.
The Sumpter beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it. Why'd it stop?
Looks like it's loafing around.
All right, it's moving again. Did you hear? Ah! Is that the...
It looks strong. Be careful.
Order guide you.
Rain outlines your...
sleep! Hey! Playing dumb won't save you! Spill it! Why are you stealing—
It doesn't seem capable of comprehending complex. I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts. Stolen items must be returned to their rightful owner. You came from the depths of the contaminated region. If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a
It reacted!
We can't be certain yet.
Okay, so you want the crag to lead us in—
That's right. The contaminated region. If we charge straight in, I've been studying this
Paimon gets it now!
It doesn't have to. I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack us.
It seems to be really happy.
Listen to me. We'll be back soon. If you're... I'm not sure, but we should return.
These are the mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them back. Thank you all so very much. I don't know how I can repay you. Don't worry about the price. They're on the house. How many do you need?
2 is enough.
No, that won't do. Here, I'll throw in some more.
No need. I've already received a reward from you.
Reward? You mean that bag of mechanical parts? They aren't worth much compared to this merchandise.
But those parts are very useful to me. Just like the Vasanti grass. I retrieved the things you needed, and you gave me what I needed in return. We're even. Oh, and before we go, just a reminder, the forest has an intricate and biodiverse ecosystem. Even if there were no mechanical crabs, other dangers are still present. Take caution on this route.
Noted. Thank you all ever so much.
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can give the child medicine, the sooner he'll start feeling better.
Traveler and Paimon. Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment. Do you need me to help grind the medicine?
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll do it myself.
Oh, okay.
But once I'm done, you can deliver the medication to the child. He gets a little nervous when I'm around for too long. I don't think he finds me very approachable. I'll go prepare the medication. Traveler, give me a hand.
How is he? Doing any better? I feel like he's doing a lot better, and his temperature is returning to normal. That's wonderful! Oh yeah, he asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier, and he told her everything about the toy. Suna didn't get mad, so he wanted to thank you. Can I ask what happened?
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear I asked you to?
Of course I did! Are you going somewhere far away?
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to stay overnight. I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
Huh? But I can't even begin to compare to you.
Many things are learned by doing. And once they've been done, you'll realize they weren't as difficult as you once thought they were. Deal with problems as you yourself see fit. You don't have to emulate me.
That's right! You'll do great, Kale. Alright, then I'll do my best. Master, Traveler, Paimon, take care of yourselves.
We'll be all right. You'll understand the reason for this excursion once we arrive at the contaminated region. You put too much Let's return and find...
We're here. This should be... Huh? Where's the crab? Did it secretly scuttle away?
The traps weren't triggered, so it should still be here. Odd. You honored our agreement and waited here until we returned. As such, I'll hold up my end and give you another mechanical part. Keep it safe. I'm not giving you another one if you lose it. Glad you're satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, take us deeper into the contaminated region. I want to see what happened there. What caused the Avidya forest to become like this?
the contaminated region that everyone's been talking about. Oh, it definitely looks different from normal. It's like really creepy and suffocating.
Do you feel unwell at all? Good. It's as I predicted. Elemental power confers a degree of resistance against the contaminated region's influence.
How do you know that?
I haven't entered the contaminated region for a proper investigation, but I've conducted quite a few controlled experiments. My observations during our time here have all but confirmed my hypothesis. Look at these flowers. How are they different from normal? This flower species is formally known as the Sumeru rose, but it is also known as the ley line lodestar. They're sensitive to ley lines and emit varying amounts of light in response. Excessive brightness indicates a dangerous level of ley line activity in the surrounding area. From the looks of things, the ley lines around here are already out of control.
You're saying the contamination here is coming from ley lines?
I can't confirm that right now, but I think that is the case. Let's take another look around and see if we can discover more clues.
You know, we haven't seen any animals this entire time. The birds used to chirp really loudly, and there were a lot
This contaminated region, some animals,
leaky ley line
like how plants have climate, this equilibrium, if normal fluctuations in temperature occur, then our bodies automatically adjust. However, the average person can...
Then why are we okay?
I'm not sure what... Of course, it's not a good idea to spend too much time in areas with concentrated ley line energy. The only way... That's about it for the investigation. Help... Environment, no wind. Target parameters, normal. Setup complete. Excellent. Looks like it's working.
What's this?
A purification device that I made. It can absorb excess ley line energy and temporarily stabilize an area.
What a neat thing! Let's set up more and cover the entire region!
I wouldn't mind if that would actually work. Unfortunately, once this contamination is present, it isn't something that a few purification devices can fix. The purification devices have their limits. At best, they can only prevent the contaminated region from expanding temporarily. If we want to permanently eradicate the contamination from the ley line effluents, we'll need to tackle the source. That's right.
Huh? The mechanical crab is acting a little strange.
Something's approaching. So that's it. Now that the ley line energy has stabilized, the monsters that had left are starting to return. Get rid of them quickly. Don't let them get close to the purification device.
Right now. Right here.
Whew. That's all of them. Hey! Where are you? Wait for us! Let's hurry and keep up. The mechanical crab went that way! Let's keep up!
Help! Help!
Scatter!
Right now. Emerge.
Stand clear! Animal test 63!
Spare me. Please spare me.
Hey, are you okay?
These injuries are superficial. Don't move, I'll patch you up.
Who are you all? What happened to those mechanical monsters?
Don't worry, we took care of them.
Oh, good. That's good. It's a monster! Hurry, attack it!
How do we explain this? Krabby here isn't a bad guy. It heard you shouting for help and brought us here to rescue you.
It's faking it. It has to be! Maybe it's gonna partner up with the other mechanical monsters and kill me! Do you know what's inside the forest? I just came here to pick herbs, but I gotta get out of here. No wonder the academia wanted to completely...
His inarticulate speech and bodily tremors indicate psyche disrupt. We've purified the ley line energy over there. Follow this path out and you'll soon see the village. At that point, someone will bring him to...
It's so hard.
Alright, regardless of what you're thinking, that's why I'll give you another mechanical part. Guess not. Well, make sure to hang on to it. What was going through your owner's mind when he made you, I wonder? You're like a giant mechanical crab on the outside and a fluffy little hamster on the inside. And also, how do you feel about that person saying that you're as evil as the other mechanical life forms?
Okay, it definitely doesn't understand you.
It seems like it possesses limited understanding only towards matters related to mechanical components. Help others to get parts. That's probably its thought process. As for why it, or rather its owner, is collecting so many components, I'm not sure. It's getting late, so let's set up camp for the night. We'll explore further tomorrow, after a night's rest.
Body and
Hey, over here! Come on, you big lummox, raise your head and look up! Let's set up camp here.
Alright, Paimon also thinks it's a good spot.
Oh. Any particular reason?
This place is perfect to put up a big tent. We can also set up a cooking pot and cook tons of delicious food.
You're not wrong, but the primary reason for choosing this place is because its higher elevation keeps us away from the water vapor below. Rainforests are very wet. You should always be careful when spending the night in damp places. For the next tasks at hand, let's divide and conquer. I'll set up the tent, you'll be in charge of making the fire, and Paimon will forage for edibles nearby.
Leave it to Paimon. Paimon's a pro.
I'm not expecting that much. Just do what you can. That's right. Their piths are relatively dry and can be readily set aflame. The downside is that they produce a lot of smoke.
Traveler, Tighnari, Paimon couldn't find any food. Paimon didn't know that rainforest had so many interesting plants until we came here. There were all sort of weird-looking mushrooms, but Paimon didn't know which ones were edible. Paimon also saw wild berries on the ground, and Paimon was gonna fly over and pick them up, but the dead leaves on top suddenly started moving. It freaked Paimon out.
Those were probably dead leaf butterflies. They camouflage as dead leaves to evade predators. My guess is that they mistook you for a bird when you flew over, so they fled. Little did they know that you were more scared than they were. Never mind. The tent's up, so you two go rest. I'll forage for food. Oh, you found some already.
Paimon understands it this time. It was...
Sorry. That task wasn't important enough. I'll note little things like this and give a cumulative... that is one reason.
It looks really...
After some further thought, it might come up with some weird misunderstanding if I don't give it something. All right, here's another for you. I'm off to prepare dinner. We'll take shifts on lookout duty tonight. You two can sleep first. I'll wake you up later.
We need lookouts?
Yes. Even though most animals fled because of the ley lines, we can't completely let down our guard. It's settled then. I'll set up some pest-repelling devices so poisonous insects don't come crawling into the... Have a good night. Not too...
Paimon's getting sleepy. Is this because of the ley lines? It's been a while since we camped outside like this. This feels like when we just started adventuring together. Nighty-night.
You're awake earlier than I expected. Did you sleep well? That's good. I was worried that you two wouldn't be able to sleep, so I specially used 2 of my homemade incenses. Don't worry. They're made from all natural ingredients. They have a light fragrance and aren't harmful to the body. Speaking of which, have you seen the crab? It was scampering around over there just now, but I don't know where it went. So you can tell. My suspicion is less towards the crab and more directed to its unrevealed owner. A ley line effluence of this magnitude occurred without any warning. Someone probably disrupted the natural flow of the ley lines. Until we fully understand the situation, take extra caution. The academia has banned mechanical lifeform research for years, so the origin of these creatures is very suspect. Topics related to mechanical lifeforms were popular in the Spontama for a time. Some of my juniors had also thrown themselves into such research. They proposed an intriguing idea. Use our however, no. In their pursuit to discover the irony is that the researchers became even more impetuous I'm interested in the topic of mechanical life, but I don't like the researchers' attitudes. It's just my personal opinion. My ancestors and the Valuka Shuna of the desert coexisted together and supported one another. The bloodline, so to me, all life is important. To understand life, you must first respect it. Life is not an expendable commodity, and knowledge should not be wielded like a scepter. These are the points of contention I have with some researchers, and why I left the academia. By placing yourself above other life forms, what kind of results do you expect to get from researching pure life with impure intentions? Really? Well, I'm glad to hear it. Coffee? Did you prepare this for us? All right. Seeing that you're working so hard to help out, I'll give you another part. You're not planning on using it. Many of your own parts are critically degraded, and you're running low on power. All right. Suit yourself. The night watch is yours. Stay safe.
Sorry. Paimon slept through the entire night. Don't worry. Paimon will be
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. Quick question. Me too. The farther in we go, the closer we get to the source of the ley line effluence. We'll be heading out earlier today. I'll take down the tent.
Is there something we can do?
Extinguish our fire so we don't set the entire forest aflame. Also, retrieve the pest-repelling devices from last night. We don't want to affect the ecosystem here.
Got it! Paimon will take care of the fire.
All right. Let's meet back here later.
Body and mind.
All right. It's about time to head out. As we go further in, we may encounter more berserk machines. The effects of the ley lines will also increase. If you're struggling, it would be wise to avoid conflict. Try to conserve as much energy as possible until we reach the source of the contamination. As I thought, the closer we get to the contamination source, the more mechanical monsters that appear.
Terminate! Scatter!
Right here. Emerge. Right here.
Absorption test. Animal test 6308. Absorption test.
Emerge. Right now. Rain outlines your fate. Body and mind. Ring cutter.
Spring force! Scatter!
Right here. Right now.
Enhanced animal module 75. Animal test 6308. It stopped here!
Upon closer inspection, the plants here are really different. Ley line energies are also stronger here. This may be the place we've been looking for. Ready yourselves. We're going in. nearby. Let's take care of them quickly.
Right here. Ah! Propagate!
Gah! Gah!
Body and mind.
What is this?
Leyline energy is this device. It's extracting energy from the ley lines without end. Who in the world would do this without considering the consequences? The ley...
It's terrible! We have to stop it! Let Paimon see. Paimon doesn't see controls anywhere!
Standing here is equivalent to being directly showered in leyline energy. Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see...
Wait! You're also vulnerable! We're staying! We can't leave you here!
Then let's look for it together. If there is no control unit here, then there must...
You know where it is? Hey! Wait for us! What's this? It'll only show up if you step on it?
Be careful, and watch your step.
Look! Someone's here! Are you the one that's taking the ley line's energy? Turn off that machine now! Why aren't you saying anything? Too ashamed?
His body is cold. It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken, likely from chronic malnourishment and stress. He collapsed and never got back up. What exactly happened here? Almost forgot about you. Here, this is the last one.
What is it doing?
I'm not sure. Judging by this room's layout, this place was a laboratory. We should find a repository of research documents if we keep going. The file room will definitely give us some clues, so let's go take a look. Maybe we can piece together what happened here.
Wow! It's huge in here!
This place is an... Huh? The pipes continue further. Let's head in. Huh.
Did you two find anything?
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long to read through them all. I found a tape recording used for an experiment.
Tape
Yes, the Spontama created a device that visually records experiments and consolidates the final production into a tape. However, these devices are expensive to make and aren't entirely stable. That's why they are only used in some laboratories and do not see wider usage.
Come on, let's watch it.
Hold on, let me figure out how to play the tape. It goes in there. Ah, okay, this should do it.
Kakata? Kakata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone? There you are. Look here. This is our new home. I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia. Oh, you're also quite happy. Kakata, do you know what we're about to do? Yes, I thought not. Listen up, Kakata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steel-cast heart that will beat forever, and a brain of myriad components that can think like mine. Inspiration from the ruins and the research that the Academia had banned. I hope everything can start anew from this place. When you can understand our language and live among us, you will no longer be a boring machine, but a truly living being. It's fine. You will understand. One day, you will understand me.
Karkata is the mechanical crab, right? And that researcher named Abatui said he wanted to prove something to the Academia?
I remember now. I had a junior researcher named Abatui. He was expelled from the Academia for researching mechanical life forms.
Junior researcher?
Yeah? What's wrong?
Nothing. Paimon was just wondering, doesn't Abatui look older than you?
He is, but academic progression isn't tied to age. I finished my studies a while ago, so subsequent students generally considered me as their senior.
Oh.
Of course, age can be an issue. For a while, people always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display. That isn't important. Let's go.
Look! Paimon found another tape! A date is written on it. Let Paimon see. It's from half a year ago!
That's quite the time gap. I wonder what happened in between.
It's rare that you malfunction because of an operational error. Seems that making coffee is still somewhat difficult for you. Or is there an issue with my set parameters? All right, there you go. Water entered the Keela and caused it to short-circuit, so it couldn't receive signals from the ganglion. Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. Try moving around. Everything in working order? Be more careful next time. I'm glad. Aren't the bunch at the Academia always... Too bad it was just a dream. Never mind. I should probably be...
After Abatui left the Academia, I thought he was so
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person. He even changed out Karkata's broken parts. Why would he mess with ley lines?
Let's keep looking around. Following the serial numbers, the next recording should be here. The writing is sloppy. Perhaps his state of mind had changed. There's also an undated tape in the wrong spot. Doesn't seem like Abatui put it there.
Maybe Karkata helped him with sorting.
It's hard to say. These are the last 2 tape recordings. Let's watch them.
Sorry, Karkata. I was just thinking about something. In my recent experiments, I successfully gave you a living when you're low on power. That is a very dangerous thing. And today, I've officially activated the 3rd generation conducting research on mechanical life. I'm also getting tired, Karkata. They say that even if it simulates the operation of a living creature's organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I want to turn you into a living, breathing, and talking being. I'm not talking about anything cheerful, Karkata. Modules for language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities, but I've never seen an effective response. You are my finest success, but even you can't understand me. All you can do is Karkata. I wish you could speak to me, even just once. Yes, you cannot understand me, so you cannot answer me either. It is what it is. In a few days, I'll sell the failed ley line extractor for some more and continue my experiments. Life goes on, and I have to as well. I don't have any other choice. This is new. If I place another 2 control modules here to simulate the brain's thalamus... of course my heart decides to act up now. Why did I cut medication from our expenses? Karkata, come help me. Strange. I feel weak. Oh no, I have to shut down the extractor. Shut it off. If we let them recharge indefinitely, they'll go out of control. Right. I never input a command to shut down the extractor, so you don't understand what I'm saying. In the end, it's just like the academia said. Mechanical life forms only bring danger. My research... Was there any point to it at all? I'm sorry, Karkata. In the end, I still wasn't able to turn...
I see. So the ley line after Abatui's unexpected death, the mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts and continuously drew out power from the ley line extractor. This eventually resulted in severe damage to the ley lines.
Paimon understands. Then why didn't Karkata go haywire like the other machines?
Because Karkata is different from the other machines. Structures similar to living organisms, the ability to cry and laugh, and capacity for independent thought. To Abatui, perhaps only by building such a machine. But if he had slowed down and saw Karkata can't speak...
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit. But before that, we have a more urgent task at hand. First, let's find the Keep up! More of this transparent flooring. It feels like a maze. Below us is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
The way ends here. Wanna try jumping down? Stand clear. Spring forth!
No, my sword! Let me leave you alone. Emerge, right here.
Animal test 6308. Swallow.
One with the forest. Let's nip that in the bud. Ha! Keep up. Ha!
Right now. Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter, right here, right now.
Absorption test.
I hear everything. Enshroud. This should be the control unit. Once we turn it off, the ley line extractor should also shut down. Without an external force damaging the ley lines, they should start to slowly repair themselves. Oh, but I bet you two are more worried about Karkata. Let's head back.
So, Karkata has been collecting parts because...
Karkata is unable to... However, it probably remembers when Abatu... It's true that Karkata is...
So that's why it kept stealing mechanical parts.
Yes, but the important thing is that it... No one knows how this thought came to be. If it really is as we've predicted, this...
Karkata? Can you hear Paimon? Tighnari says you're awesome!
It reached its limit. It hasn't recharged this entire... It's a miracle that it managed. I'm going to confirm that the ley line extract... Let them be alone for a while. Keep up. The ley line extractor has ceased. Traces of ley line energy are still in the atmosphere, but the effluence is moving on. Those affected by the ley lines need immediate care. According to the academia, research materials related to mechanical life forms will be destroyed, and Karkata will be disassembled and sealed away.
What the heck?
You two should return first. I'll take care of things here. Although we've stopped the source of the effluence, the ley line energy in the air exceeds normal values. Your bodies won't be able to hold up if you continue to stay here.
But...
Listen, the Traveler hasn't rested very well, right? Also, it'll take some time to pack up all the research documents. You're not familiar with this research after all, so you won't be of much use here. Tell the Adventurers Guild that the incident has been resolved, and then get some sleep. We can discuss matters tomorrow. Oh, and don't talk about Abatui. The fewer that know about mechanical life form research, the better.
All right. Then let's go back to Catherine. Let's continue our chat here. Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we... Actually, I've already tried that. But all the key members, it seems that from the... Have you already caught this? I'm guessing not. In any case... No way, that's too risky. You mean it'd be too... No, it's not. Doing that would be ignoring the safety of... That's a good point. We're in the dark as of now. After all, Nahida, here's... According to a popular... Okay. Well, then I should find someone who's all... You're saying we should recruit us... Oh, before coming... Actually, I already... Setaria. We ran into her. Paimon still remembers... She was born in the... Oh, Paimon... The name Setaria later on. Soon after, the star began to wake, but in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her. From the sound of it, but she doesn't really support... Indeed. She's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had already... Right. That way, not from my past observed tomorrow afternoon to prepare. Let's go... This should be Setaria's favorite fortune-telling spot. So should we ask the fortune-teller about Setaria? No, I already have enough information on Setaria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics. Talking style and key characteristics? My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh! My friend here has some doubts regarding her future. Can we...
Of course, of course. In that case...
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Health prospects. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. Your life shall continue on for... many tens of thousands of years? Impossible. Harut, Marut, did you two
Actually, Paimon...
Is that so?
If you were to bring some food off...
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls?
Yep. It belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved. When I start talking with him,
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some...
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of...
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making...
Oh no, not anymore.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the...
No problem. Rest easy.
This should be our final stop. Sataria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
It's my duty to protect Samaria's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right. After all, I grew up at... I'm still...
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Sure. But you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see. Guess that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
So, was that everybody?
3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria.
What's the point of all the information we've collected?
Sataria is already used to avoid... I remember that you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormo, although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the faith of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot.
Paimon gets it now. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert.
Well, the Scarlet King is long gone, and Cetaria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of the Scarlet King's believers, she would definitely be wary of us, and we may not get anywhere. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different.
So, you mean...
Yep. Possess them through the... As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Cetaria for sure.
Ah, so that's...
Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Huh? Best of luck? But...
That's no problem.
Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does she have to do this? Can't you do it yourself?
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred...
Yeah, don't beat yourself.
Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.